Hey guys, today I want to show you some of the really cool features that are on your Samsung smartphones that you might want to utilize while it's mounted to your bike handlebars. So there's lots of mounts out there that enable you to mount your phone to your handlebars, which is where we're going to start. So there's lots of universal mounts that work for your smartphone. Now, some of these work pretty well, some of them don't. One of the downsides is since the power button is on the side of the Samsung phones, when it's in the X cradle style mounts, that X cradle will hit that power button. So things like your RAM mounts, things like that, don't really work very well on this phone. So we had a little problem finding something. There's lots of these things that are basically bags. I mean, that's really what this is, a Ziploc bag that goes on your stem. Well, these guys block the camera on your phone. So you can see here, I'd have to have the phone way down here to be able to utilize the camera. And secondly, it's also going to cover up, you can see the screen of my phone is bigger than this opening in here. So it loses some of the touch screen capabilities, as well as it doesn't hold your phone super secure. So your phone slides around in here, which we didn't want to use anything like that. So the mount that we chose, it's called the Velocity Clip. The whole system costs 39 bucks. So you get the Velocity Clip and the bike mount accessory. They offer free shipping, and you can find it at velocityclip.com. What's really cool about this guy is it's universal. So it fits any smartphone on the market. So I'll show you here how well it works with my Samsung Galaxy S5. And all I did is put the phone in. There's a knob on the back that I tightened up while I was holding pressure on it. Now your phone is totally secure. It's not going to come out of the mount. So this mount works really cool. It's also awesome because I can adjust it. So you can see here the forward-facing camera is available and functioning. So is your heart rate monitor, which we'll get to. But I can adjust this guy for virtually any angle, which is really handy. So I'm going to leave it here so you guys can see the screen a little better. And another cool thing is their bike mount accessory here is universal for anything with handlebars. So I can take this thing off of my mountain bike here, I can put it on my Harley. I take it off my Harley and I can throw it on my road bike and go for a ride. So anything with handlebars, this mount will work. No tools necessary. It has rubber built in, so it's not going to slide, spin, pivot on you, anything like that. So the mount works great. Okay, now we got our phones mounted to our bike handlebars in whatever way we've chosen. We can go over a couple things that you might want to use your phone for. So the first thing you may want to do, which is really popular, is use the navigation that is already built into your phone to navigate while it's mounted to your bike handlebars. So this is really helpful for you road bikers and you street bikers, Harley riders, things like that, motorcycle guys. Now, there's not a lot of options on how to use your smartphone, so you're trying to ride around, trying to look every time you get to a stoplight to see where your next turn is. No more of that. This guy mounts right to your handlebars. You can utilize the GPS you already have on your phone. I'm sure all of you guys already know how to use this, so super simple to use. I'm just having it on Google Maps right now, but turn on your navigation, you can navigate that way. Now, if you're going to be off-road and you want to navigate a trail system, there's some alternatives for that. So what we're going to do here is go to Google Earth, and as long as you have 4G coverage when you start the app, you can use this guy to navigate trail systems. So it's a more manual process, but I can zoom in and see, oh, I need to turn left, I need to turn right, things like that. This is how I like to do it, but it's also because I'm very comfortable with Google Earth. You can also go to your Google App Store and you can download specific apps that allow you to navigate trail systems. So a lot of these apps, the paid versions, you download a specific region. So I might download the Pacific Northwest, or I might download the New England area, things like that. So do some research before you invest any money in those. There are some free apps out there that work pretty well, but some of those only have the major trail systems. So you can do some research on that on your own. So now let's show you the camera features. So the Samsung Galaxy S5 has tons of different camera features built in. This mount works great. So there's a lot of people out there that utilize GoPro to film videos. Well, this Velocity Clip here was designed to take your smartphone and turn it into a GoPro style camera. So my Samsung Galaxy has lots of features that are better than GoPro. GoPro has a 10 megapixel camera. My Samsung has a 16. I can shoot in Ultra HD. GoPro can only shoot in HD. Slow motion, they both have slow motion. The Samsung has 4 different options you can choose for different speed variations on it. So there's lots of flexibility built into this camera that GoPro doesn't have. Some other things that are really cool, this guy has built-in image stabilization. So if you just go to your settings, you can turn on and off your video stabilization. I can really quickly change the video size. So if I'm trying to conserve space on my SD card, I can take it and put it in 780p, or if I want the clearest video possible, I can stick it up here in the Ultra HD. So that's a really, really cool feature. I typically leave mine on just the 1080p because the video seems to come out a lot more stable that way versus the Ultra HD. That's just a personal preference though. You can also turn on your image stabilization, things like that, slow motion, all accessed from here. So you can see here, I have a background in the back, so I'll show you my hand here. The other cool thing is, I can turn on the forward-facing camera, if I can click it. So you can see here, hi, there I am. So anyway, you can film both ways. Another cool feature of the Velocity Clip is, it's reversible, so I can use the 16 megapixel camera to take pictures of myself if I want. So anyway, lots of advantages to using your smartphone for video. You know, it's in your pocket no matter where you go. No point in going out and spending an additional $300 on a base unit GoPro and then having to buy all the accessories. So just use the smartphone that's already in your pocket. These Velocity Clip guys make it all the mounts that GoPro does as well, and it's interchangeable with GoPro. So if you already have a GoPro mount, buy the Velocity Clip, clip it right in. Another feature that's kind of cool, a lot of people like, is you can turn on your flashlight, and since your camera's exposed, you can see here, I have an emergency bike light essentially. So I'm just gonna flip it on and off because you can see it only on my hand here, but it is pretty bright on the Samsung phones. It works great in a pinch. Obviously this isn't gonna be your primary light. You're not gonna go mountain biking at night with this guy, but you know, you're a college student, you stay on campus a little longer and you need to ride home, it got dark on you, boom. You got at least a bike light. It's gonna help with the safety and it's gonna help you visually so you can be seen and see what's in front of you. So, you know, the flashlight comes with your phone already, might as well utilize it if you're in a pinch. Of course, I can make really easy hands-free dials by just saying, okay Google, call Dad mobile.
Calling Dad mobile.
Boom. Shut off that before it actually calls. See here, I can make hands-free dials. This is really cool for you motorcycle riders. If you have the Bluetooth helmets, boom, I can make a phone call real easily, completely hands-free, talk on my Bluetooth. If you're mountain biking, I can just use a speakerphone and I can easily have a conversation as long as I'm not going like 100 miles an hour, obviously. So definitely really cool to do the hands-free dialing and texting. If you just want to use this mount just to hold your phone, to keep it out of your pocket, out of your jerseys, things like that while you're riding, works great. So a lot of you cyclists have cycling computers. If you're in the process of looking at one or you have an old one you want to update, why not use your smartphone? So all I'm doing is going to the Google Play Store. And you can see here I've already typed in cycling tracking app, and there are over 200 free apps that I have to choose from. There are also a ton of paid apps. So these apps are things like Map My Ride, Strava, things like that. There's tons of different ones. They do a lot of different things. So do some research before you download one of these, or just download a couple and see which one you like the best. But these guys do different things. Some of them just track your rides. Some of them will actually lay down tracks and you can like map your rides out a little better. Some of them utilize the heartbeat sensor on the back of your phone. There's lots of different apps out there that do a lot of different things. You can count calories, see distance ridden, things like that. Get on Google and just spend a little time and do some research on which app is going to work the best for you. So guys, there's lots of different things you can utilize on your smartphone while it's mounted to your bike. I'm sure there's more things you guys can come up with. If you want to see videos on them, leave them in the comments. I'd be happy to do another video and add some things to it. But overall, your smartphone is an awesome biking computer. It's an awesome point of view camera, and it allows you to do a lot of things straight from your bike handlebars. Just get a really good mount like this Velocity Clip and you're ready to go, guys. So run over to your app store. You can find any of the apps that I talked about today. The Velocity Clip here you can find at velocityclip.com. Like I said, it retails for 39 bucks for the mount and the bike mount, which is really cool. So guys, thanks for watching this video. I hope you learned a thing or two.